Welcome back to EG Financials. Today we'll be taking a look at the updated forecast numbers for home prices in the US. Then we'll take a quick look to see what mortgage rates are doing. And before we get started, make sure you subscribe so you get these updates every month. Okay, so here we go. We'll be taking a look at Fannie Mae, Mortgage Bankers Association, Zillow, CoreLogic, and Freddie Mac. And here in this column, we can see what their forecasts are for home prices in 2024. Fannie Mae is expecting 4.8%, Mortgage Bankers Association 4.1%, and then 1.4, 3.1, and 0.5%. And if we average all of these forecasts, we get 2.8%. The most interesting part is to compare what the new forecast is looking like versus the previous forecasts. So if we look at the most recent forecast as of April 2024 and we compare it to last month's forecast, Fannie Mae, we can see that they revised their forecast for home prices up to 4.8%. Last month they had it at 3.2%. Mortgage Bankers Association kept their forecast the same at 4.1% for 2024, and Zillow also revised their forecast upward to 1.4%, an increase from the 0.8%, and CoreLogic also increased their forecast for home prices up to 3.1%. Last month they were expecting about 2.6%, and Freddie Mac had a pretty significant decrease to their home price forecast. Now they're expecting 2024 and 2025 to only see a slight increase in home prices of about 0.5% for both years. In their last report that they released in March 2024, they were expecting home prices to increase by over 2% in 2024 and 2025. So here we can see that Freddie Mac isn't as optimistic as these other institutions. And if we exclude Freddie Mac from this forecast, we get an average of 3.4% increase for the expected growth of home prices. And again, these are forecasts for national home prices. Every city and state will see different numbers. And in the tables below, we see the forecast for mortgage rates. Here we can see when mortgage rates were below 3%, and they've been increasing in the last couple years. And we did see them start to come down. They were below 7%. But since December early this year, we've seen interest rates start to creep back up. And lately we're close to 7.5%. And there are three scenarios for home prices that I'm tracking. What will cause prices to decrease, what will cause prices to go up, and what will keep prices steady. If unemployment stays at the same low levels that we have now, under 4%, and if mortgage rates go below 6.5%, many economists expect a jump in home prices due to low inventory and many people waiting on the sidelines. However, if we see the unemployment rate start to increase and inventory starts to build up, active listings, we could see prices start to decrease. And lastly, if mortgage rates stay above 7%, unemployment stays around 4%, and inventory levels stay the same, we should expect home prices to stay steady or a slight increase over the next year or so. So based on this, important metrics to look at and track are inflation updates, unemployment, active listings, which is inventory, and rate cuts by the Federal Reserve. Unemployment is expected to slightly start increasing by the second half of this year, and the Federal Reserve is also expected to announce 2 rate cuts at the end of this year. And that's it for today. Make sure you follow for more updates.